Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetCraft. It's another very beautiful Saturday morning, and we are back once again. With our predictions, our football predictions for today. We always look at football matches that's going on across the globe and using the stats on each of these clubs that they've had in recent time. We always come up with the verdict for each of these matches. All right, and we've been doing well in recent time. And but yesterday we didn't fare very well. We hope to make amends today, and today hopefully we're going to do very well in our predictions. Also, remember today is Saturday. We'll be having our long ticket in the Telegram channel. For those of us who are coming across our video for the first time, please take our time to hit the subscription button right now. Also, remember to subscribe to Betcraft, in the Telegram channel, so that you will also get to receive that long ticket that we'll be looking at today. All right. Without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll have these games lined up, and we'll be looking at this one after the other. And it starts with the very first match. It is in Spanish La Liga, where we'll have FC Barcelona, who will be coming up against Celta Vigo. Okay, when we look at the stats for each of these two teams, we could say that for Barcelona, it is 4 victories and a draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And we side Celta Vigo won 3 games and 2 draws, losing 1 in the last 6 games that they had at the same time. So, right, when you take a look at the, performances from home and away perspective, you can see that Barcelona have done so very well from home, winning 7 games and 3 draws in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Celta Vigo have won 3 games as well as 3 draws, but have also lost 4 matches in the last 10 away games. Okay, on head-to-head basis, you could see that last time both teams met, Celta Vigo played from home, and it was a 2-2 draw on that occasion against Barcelona. That was in November of last year. But prior to that, we saw Barcelona also, doing very well against this very side, beating them in the February by 2-1 on that occasion. But in this very one, we are giving it to the home side, seeing that Barcelona will be looking to continue to maintain, their dominance in La Liga. Continue to maintain the top most in La Liga this season. So we expect to see the home side doing very well here, and it is a Barcelona to win outrightly. That's what we're fighting for that very game, okay? And the next game that we have for you today is also in the La Liga, where we'll have Las Palmas, who will be facing Atletico Madrid. Okay, for Las Palmas, it is 1 victory, 3 draws, and 2 losses in the last 6 games. But for Atletico Madrid, we've seen 3 victories and a draw, as well as 2 losses out of the last 6 games that they have so far. And when you look at performances from home and away statistics, you can see that for the home side, Las Palmas, it is 3 victories and 2 draws in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 5 games out of the last 10 home games. On the away side, Atletico Madrid have won 4 matches and 3 draws in the last 10 away games, losing 3 out of those 10 away matches that they have so far. But on head-to-head basis, it was Atletico that had the upper hand. The last time both teams met was in November, and Atletico won by 2-0 on that occasion. But we also saw Atletico beating this side by 5-0 prior to that November meeting, and that tells you that Atletico have been dominant of this very tie, beating this very side, on several occasions. So we do expect to see the away side Atletico, who actually have their eye on the league, to do well in this very one. It is their away side to win out shortly. That's what we expect for that very game. Okay. But that takes us to the next game for today. It is in German Bundesliga, where we have Heidenheim, who will be coming up against Bayern Munich. Okay, but for the home side, Heidenheim have won 2 games and a draw, losing 3 matches in the last 6 matches. All right, and the away side, Bayern Munich have won 2 games and 3 draws, losing 1 match in the last 6 recent encounters. All right, and when you look at how these two teams fared on home and away basis, you can see that Heidenheim have done poorly from home. In the last 10 home matches, they've won only 2 matches and a draw, but have lost 7 games out of the last 10 home games. But away side, FC Bayern Munich have had 3 draws, as well as 3 draws, as well as 6 wins in the last 10 away games. They've also lost 1 out of those 10 away matches that they had so far. And the last time both teams met, it was Bayern Munich, who actually won by 4-2. But prior to that, we saw Heidenheim beating Bayern Munich by 3-2. So the last 4 head-to-head meetings for both sides have actually produced over 4.5 goals in each of the 4 meetings against Bayern Munich. So we do expect to see lots of goals in this one, and it is their away side to win, and yet over 2.5. So away win and over 2.5. That's what we're for that very game. Okay. And that will take us to the next for today. It is in Italian Serie A, we will have Roma, SC Roma coming up against Hellas Verona. Okay, for Roma, It is 3 victories and 2 draws, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And for Hellas Verona, they have won 1 match, 3 draws, losing 2 games in the last 6 recent encounters for Hellas Verona, their away side. And when you take a look at the performances from home and away perspective, you can see that for AS Roma, the home side, they've won 8 games and 2 draws. They've not lost a single match in the last 10 home games that they have so far. They've been in fine form at the moment. AS Roma and away side Verona, Hellas Verona have actually managed to achieve 4 victories and 2 draws, losing just 4 games in the last 10 away games that they have so far. As a matter of fact, the last time, 5 away games saw them losing 2, winning 2, as well as drawing 1. Okay, but and our head-to-head performance, you can see that last time both teams met, Hellas Verona played from home and won against Roma, and that occasion by 3 goals to 2. And we'll be looking at Roma, the home side, to who are actually fine from at the moment to take the day in this one, looking to avenge this very loss against Hellas Verona the last time they met. So it is the home side to take the day. We expect a home win in this very one. Home win. That's our verdict for that very encounter. And the next is in Slovakia. Okay, in Slovakia, look 2, we'll have Mikulas will be up against Humenne. Okay, for the home side, Mikulas, it is 1 victory and 3 draws, as well as 2 losses. And away side, Humenne, it is 1 win and a draw, as well as 4 losses in the last 6 matches. Okay, and taking a look at how these 2 teams have fared from home and away, basically, see that for the home side, Mikulas, they've actually won 5 games and 2 draws, losing 3 matches in the last 10 home matches. And the away side, on the other hand, Humenne have managed just 1 win, 3 draws, but have lost 6 games in the last 10 away matches. They've not done so very well. The last 5 away games that they had saw them losing all 5 away games for the away side. And the last time both teams met, it was a 1-1 draw. That was actually in September of last year. But in this one, Mikulas have been doing very well, and Humenne have been actually at the flat bottom of the league. So we do expect that the home side to take the day in this one, and it is the home side to win out shortly. That's all value for that very encounter. All right, and the next which are going to be the last is in Portuguese Primeira Liga. We'll have Vitoria, SC coming up against Benfica. For Vitoria, they've actually had 4 victories and 1 draw and 1 loss as well in the last 6 games. And Benfica have had 5 wins and a draw. Okay, when you look at how they fared on home and away perspective, you can see that play from home, Vitoria have actually won 4 games and 4 draws, and 5 draws rather, and then losing 1 match in the last 10 home matches. But Benfica, on the other hand, have won 8 matches from away. They've also had 2 losses in the last 10 away games that they have. So Benfica have been, doing very, very well. We saw them defeated the likes of Porto by 4 goals to 0 from 4 goals to 1 from away. And on head-to-head basis, it was Benfica who actually won the last meeting between these 2 sides. It was in December of last year, and they won by 1 goal to 0 on that occasion. And this one, we will still expect to see a win for Benfica, who will be doing so very well. They're actually in contention for the league, they do so very well to win in order to meet up with Sporting Lisbon, who is actually topping the league at the moment. So we expect their way side to win out shortly in that very game. So we win. That's our value for that very encounter, and that will bring our predictions for you today on BetCraft to conclusion. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Also remember to play responsibly at these football matches. Also remember to key into our Telegram channel so that you also get the long tickets that will be posted there today and tomorrow as well. So don't miss out. All right, tomorrow we'll be coming up with our positions. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.